Hi, I'm Arit Anderson and I'm here at the RHS Chelsea Flower Show 2023. I'm about to go and see if I can find some familiar faces and see what their earliest childhood memories were of gardening. Come this way. Jo, what is your earliest childhood memory of gardening?
It's going to my grandma and granddad's, and my granddad taking me into his greenhouse. His garden was very small, but there was a huge greenhouse, and it was walking in, and the tomatoes, he just used to grow masses of tomatoes, and they were huge. And I remember the scent in the greenhouse. I remember how it felt. Everything about it was very evocative, and I just used to love picking the tomatoes with him, and I think that sets the seed for me to be a gardener.
And you certainly are.
Well, I love being outside. My parents were always throwing us out. We're never, ever indoors, which I think kids are missing out these days because they're never out and about, are they? Climbing trees, getting into what I call good trouble. I mean, our good trouble, just literally climbing the wall and maybe nicking a few apples. But that's how I got up and close and personal with nature. But I remember my dad saying to me, to get me from under his feet, go out in the garden and find me a 4-leaf clover. And do you know what, Arit? I'm still looking for it.
Love it. Thanks.
I grew up in the countryside in County Cork in Ireland, and the smell of the soil combined with the song of the blackbird, because we had quite a big garden, and my father would start digging in the spring to start planting. We had a veg garden and stuff. So the smell combined with the song of the blackbird, it's a very distinct memory.
Oh, that's a long time ago. No, you are taking me back away. We had a rockery. Everyone had rockeries in those days, and conifers. And it was my job to weed the rockery. And I remember that really clearly, and the sort of sense of pride in sort of getting it all looking lovely. And now I'm much more sort of free with things like weeding, not always so on top of it. But yes, I just have such good memories of that. And my 3 brothers were all given a little patch of garden to grow vegetables and things, and I wasn't.
Oh,
yes, you see.
You see.
And now I do. So I'm making up for lost time.
Oh.
I remember being very young, much younger than 10, and growing a tulip bulb in a bucket that used to, I guess, was a bucket and spade. It certainly didn't have any drainage. I don't even know how that tulip grew. But I remember it did, and it left a big impact on me. And I grew it for brownies, and then they gave me a brownie badge. And I've loved gardening ever since, especially tulips.
Oh, you see, they've got a special place in your...
They have. Tulips absolutely have got a special place in my heart.
What was Mum, the one with the blue bits on the ends? The blue bits. No, come on, no, don't say it like that. The blue bit ones. Forget me not. Forget me not. Eh? 2 from 2. I almost forgot the forget me nots. That's it. I'm living my best life out here today. I wish I bought a van. I wish I bought a van to go home. But you can't purchase until the last day. Until the last day, right?
Come back.
Okay, fine.
Come back.
We'll be back.
My mum took me to the neighbour's house one day, and their garden was full of flowers, and just something happened to me. I literally froze. I looked at this garden, and when my mum said, "We've got to go," I screamed, laid on the floor, I had a tantrum, because I never experienced this feeling that this garden gave me. And my whole adult life, I'm still trying to get that back. So I was about 3 years old when I knew that gardens held some secret magical message.
The first plant I fell in love with was passion fruit and a creeper. My dad was absolutely mad about those. And even in this 12-inch by 12-inch garden, we had 2 deck chairs. So, but it was lovely, But it was like a typical London garden that is overlooked by the whole street. So when the third band first started becoming famous, I remember going around to my mum and dad, sitting in the garden, and the whole street looking out the window and pointing at us, which is a lovely memory, really.
My earliest memory was going out into the garden when no one was looking and picking raspberries and strawberries. And I used to get ticked off for that because there was no bowl in sight. It was just for me.
Just for you. I love that. The cheeky Mary. And look, you went on to make fabulous cakes.
I did. And also, I'm a very keen gardener.
Yes, I know. Oh, well, thank you so much.